Yo guys, welcome back to Cryptoria. Today I'm going to be covering Cere Network, but before I do, I'll appreciate if you like, subscribe and turn on bell notifications so you know when I upload. And with that being said, let's get on with today's video. So guys, yes, another hot topic, another trending token as well on CoinMarketCap, the Cere Network. So we'll be covering what it is exactly in a bit, but I do want to just go over CoinMarketCap and in terms of the price analysis. So the Cere Network, ticker name being Cere, currently ranked in that top 3,000. I will be going over the website and the white paper today as well. Currently the price not doing too well at the moment. It is down nearly 30% over the last 24/7. Currently circulating just over that 17-cent mark. Current market cap is over 122 million. Diluted market cap is over 1.7 billion. Circulating volume is over 80 million. Going over the chart very briefly, as you can see, it did have that massive spike to around that 50-cent mark and did unfortunately dip around to the 25-cent mark until where it is at the moment. So it did actually dip below that 10-cent mark, in fact, until it is circling where it is at the moment. Going over where you can buy it, definitely the best place being on KuCoin, as you could trade against the USDT, but you could trade against these other platforms as well. As you guys can see, they are listing on a lot of exchanges. So if you got a lot of holders in Gate.io, for example, go ahead and check that out as well. But I personally recommend KuCoin. So guys, I will be jumping over to the vision paper next. So I've jumped over onto the vision paper just to let you know what the Cere is. So over here you can see Cere introduction. Cere is a solution that relieves businesses of the growing aching pain in customer data management. Cere is an ethical environment that will help any business develop their own decentralized customer data cloud on top of a blockchain-powered decentralized data network, built from the ground up around privacy, security, interoperability, and an open source philosophy. Blockchain and distributed ledger technology (DLT) are the key components of Cere's differentiation and unique value proposition because they provide the technical foundation for Cere's decentralized data storage (DDS) and peer-to-peer data collaboration environment. So that is just a bit about what the actual environment is all about and where they want to help business develop their own decentralized customer data. So that is really what they're all about. So over here, did you know Cere Network is already onboarding their first enterprise clients onto their platform? So that's just a bit about Cere as well. Jumping over to here, Cere lifts the veil off the black box of customer data management and makes it transparent to the end user. The Cere decentralized data cloud is built on the foundations of an open source collaborative data platform, Cere's decentralized data network (DDN), that can be trusted to allow apps to share user data in a mutually beneficial way whilst retaining data ownership. Applications owners, technology vendors, developers, validators and consumers all take part in the Cere decentralized data cloud, into which businesses can seamlessly and securely onboard their customer data. All of these participants will consequently benefit from solutions that are built into this open and connected environment. Cere's decentralized data cloud guarantees the security, anonymity, and integrity of customer data shared between two or more parties. Consumers no longer need to wonder what centralized big tech platforms will interested are doing with other personal information and behavioral data. So that's just a bit about the security and management as well in terms of what Cere Network is all about. Even jumping over to this, I will leave the link below so you could go ahead and check out the full vision paper. But the best of both worlds, a leading premise of Cere Network solutions is that businesses do not have to plunge into large upfront investment and risk rebuilding their application from scratch in order to plug into and take advantage of blockchain technology and decentralized data clouds. Cere is the missing link that businesses need, providing fully integrated solutions packaged similarly to SaaS platforms that they are already using and deployed to bring immediate efficiency improvements and cost savings to core business units. We believe that the path to the first 100 million blockchain users is through enterprise adoption, specifically in working with brands, businesses who already have millions or even billions to loyal customers. While this is a challenging task, we fully embrace this approach to help business serve their customer more effectively and efficiently, while vastly improving customer data privacy and security. By providing solutions to businesses with large established user bases, many of the friction points inherent to adoption and scaling DApps environments can be avoided, paving a much easier path to massive impact once the businesses are onboarded. We thank you for reading this extensive paper, and we'd love to join you on our mission onto data ownership to help us build both worlds together. So that's just a bit about the vision paper, just so you guys know about what these guys are up to as well. Even jumping onto the Lite Paper as well, guys, just going over the certain topics that I want to go over. For example, there's overview. So just jumping over to overview in terms of what Cere's vision is. The overview says the Cere blockchain network is a hyper-focused on real-world enterprise use cases. Cere solutions are easily tailored to meet the context, organizational configuration, business flow works, and market landscape that are unique for each other's company. Cere specializes in addressing consumer enterprise needs similarly to XRP works with banks, but with a clear vision towards a fully decentralization. The Cere's Layer 1 blockchain core anchors an interoperable hybrid network that bridges enterprise chains with fully decentralized public networks like Polkadot and Ethereum. By combining practices from both SaaS and the blockchain sphere of our own, plug-and-play integration, APIs and SDKs, Cere excels in real-world applications, encouraging and accelerating enterprises adoption. So this is just a bit of an overview. Go ahead and check out this as well. It does tell you more about what it is. So you can see the Cere Network, it's got the enterprise specific chains, staking governance, vertical specific chains, app and SaaS and SaaSBI marketplace as well. So that's just a bit about the overview. Even over to fundamentals, Cere is built on a set of fundamental principles that are critical for enterprise adoption of blockchain. So the first one is network interoperability, second is data and security privacy, consumer enterprise focus, and decentralization. So that's just the fundamentals in terms of what they're going for as well. So jumping over to the other section as well, just want to cover the main tokens as well. So the Cere token serves three purposes on the network. So SaaS DeFi utility, proof of stake consensus, and network governance. So as you guys can see, the utility network as the main utility token powering a transformative decentralized data cloud platform and SaaS DeFi framework, as well fueling as Cere marketplaces. So the consensus participation as well. Cere tokens can be staked by validators and node operators who are incentivized and rewarded to act in the best interest of Cere through the insurance of additional Cere tokens. So that's just a bit about the staking as well. And the network governance, Cere tokens confer voting rights through the Cere Foundation, and Cere ecosystem participants decide on the operation and future development of the network. So that's just a good understanding of what the Cere network is. Going over this section as well in terms of use cases, Cere network is bringing blockchain adoptions to the consumer enterprise world and becoming the first blockchain company with billion users. Here are some of the use cases that are currently being built by the Cere Network team for global 2000 enterprise customers. So for example, there's travel, retail, banking and media. So in terms of the retail section, you can see that Cere Network provides a drop-in solution that boosts a brand's hyper-personalization strategy with an intelligent loyalty and payment solution to improve their brand's online in-store conversions. So that's just a bit about what their use cases is. You go ahead and check out the travel, banking and media. So this is just some of the use cases which they do as well. So in terms of the summary, so you can see the Cere network is built with one goal in mind: real enterprise adoption, achieved by combining interoperability and decentralized cloud data. So that's just about the gist of what they do. So 100% Polkadot compatibility, horizontal scalability, Polkadot parachain, the decentralized snowflake, pioneering SaaS DeFi with Polkadot, real consumer enterprise adoption. So that is just a gist of their summary as well. Hopefully this gives you more of an understanding of what the Cere network is. There's tons of stuff that obviously go over, so I will leave the link below for you guys to check out as well. As I always say, guys, do your own research in terms of these coins as well. So guys, I will be jumping over onto the website. So guys, I've jumped over onto the website. As you guys can see, Cere, the decentralized data cloud. So going down, you can see that it has been featured in a lot of high-end sort of companies as well, such as Coinbase, Forbes, Yahoo and so on, backed by Binance, Republic and so on as well. So just going over here, decentralized data cloud, the universal enterprise data standard for a transition to a decentralized industry 4.0 future. So I've already mentioned most of this already in the white paper and the vision paper, but I just want to just go over it again. So Cere's decentralized data cloud, DDC, raises the bar for data ecosystems to a whole new level in terms of privacy, compliance, interoperability and agility. it allows enterprise to fully harness the power of their most valuable asset, their customers. So over here it does say pioneering SaaS DeFi via Cere's SaaS DeFi smart contracts and all fees. B2B2C contracts and invoices from Cere's marketplaces can be easily mapped to DeFi realm, effectively bridging enterprise operations and decentralized finance. So B2B2C means business to business to customers. So that's just a bit about what these guys are on about as well. And the NFT marketplace as well. Cere's decentralized data cloud platform with its multi-party encrypt data sharing technology unlocks the amazing potential of secure asset delivery, where only the NFT holding fans can enjoy the full experience of their NFT backed content. So they got NFT marketplace as well, which, you know, a lot of hype is around at the moment. So it's good to see these two as well. Going over to this little diagram here, you can see where they are sitting. So the enterprise interpretability, such as the app and SaaS, goes into, you know, the Polkadot sort of systems, and then it goes out into all of these exchanges and platforms as well. So that is how the interpretability bridges as well. So here you can see Cere is a Polkadot inspired next gen distributed network that consists of several modular and interconnected layers. So within all of these, there's loads of layers that goes in between each one, going through that Polkadot inspired, you know, next gen sort of network, and then go into a lot of separate modulars as well. So that is pretty much the gist of what it is. You can see here as well. So the Cere layer 1 core, Cere and enterprise chains at the foundation, layer 2 private network and scalability interpretability, and distributed ecosystem of distributed apps and open data marketplace. So that's just a bit about how this actually works. There is a lot about how the structuring is on the white paper, so go ahead and check that as well. I just briefly explained what these guys are actually doing, but this is just a gist of what they're doing. Going over to from the CEO, so you can see here Quigley Simpson, Cere facilitates a much requested demand from our clients, a turnkey solution to enhance consumer enterprises first-party data strategies. On top of that, Cere excels through the improved user onboarding processes and cross-platform incentives and rewards to further drive user engagement and loyalty through the data interpretability. So that's just a bit about, you know, what the CEO has to say in terms of what they do. There is a lot of leadership team as well. So there's a co-founder, CEO, and so on as well. You can head see who the marketing as well. And these guys are big guys, you know, they've been working in such big companies such as Twitter, Amazon, and so on. So they've been, you know, they know what they're doing as well. So that's just a bit about the customers and in terms of the actual people who are working on board with Cere Network as well. So go ahead and check that as well. There is their LinkedIn as well, so you can go and check out what these guys are up to as well. So as I mentioned already, the vision paper and Lite Paper as well, so go and check that out as well. Going over to this, founding member of the SaaS DeFi Alliance, set to establish universal protocol standards for enterprise DeFi space and improve communications between the enterprises and DeFi ecosystem. The alliance would also conduct research on emerging DeFi protocols to help avoiding future crises in the community. So that's just a bit about the founding member as well with the SaaS DeFi Alliance. So you can see that they are partnered with a lot of big companies as well. As I already mentioned here before, the layer 1 and stuff like that. So layer 1 is the blockchain for enterprises. The core of the ecosystem is Cere layer 1, blockchain optimized for enterprise usage. It establishes a foundation of interpretable identity and data privacy solutions and facilitates the secure validation of data and asset transfer in the entire ecosystem. So that's layer 1. So the second section is fully decentralized. While the Cere layer 1 is optimized for enterprise adoption, it's also inclusive and fully decentralized in architecture and governance. And the third section is Polkadot compatible. While Cere's layer 1 is acutely focused on bridging the vast gap between enterprise needs of privacy, scale, ease of use, and real life use cases with current blockchain technology, it is also fully compatible with Polkadot and meet interpretability standards. So that is just a bit about the layer 1. There is a lot about the other layers as well. You can go ahead and check that out as well. So scaling with interpretability, substrate compatibility, horizontal scalability, and Polkadot parachain. So I did already mention this as well, and it's already backed by a lot of people as well. So that's just a bit about their website. There is a lot to go through, and as I did say, go ahead and check out what this website is about as well, guys. So guys, I will be jumping on some recent news now. So guys, in terms of recent news, there is this huge one that was actually tweeted from KuCoin. So the first decentralized data platform, Cere Network, offers a Cere prize pool worth of $50,000. So you go ahead and participate in this as well. It's huge pool amount that you could be earning as well. So make sure you join the campaign and share the $50,000 prize pool on KuCoin.com. So this campaign will be running from the 11th to 16th. So it's going to be running out fairly soon, within a week or so. So go ahead and check that out as well. That is pretty good to get involved in as well. Even jumping onto some recent news as well. So the token distribution via Republic has started. The distribution may take a while since we need to process them in batches. Everyone will receive their tokens in the coming hours. So the tokens will be added to your wallet automatically. Don't forget to add the Cere Network token as well. So that's just a bit about the token distribution with Republic as well. So guys, I will be jumping onto the price analysis now. So guys, yes, whatever's been waiting for, the price analysis. So on TradingView, there isn't much data that's actually been showing on with Cere Network. So I don't want to give you too much of a long-term projection. It's more of a short-term / long-term. So I do want to jump straight into it. So have jumped onto the 4-hour time frame, as on the monthly, weekly and daily, it doesn't really show me much data for me to actually give you guys an analysis. So I have jumped onto the 4-hour, have marked out these key zones. So you can see here, there is a massive resistance formed around here, around that 30-cent level. Around here, there's another resistance formed around that 23-cent level, and a massive support level formed around that 16-cent level. So you can see here, it did have that massive spike up all the way there. Hopefully no one bought it here over that 67-cent mark where it was at all-time high. Hopefully you didn't buy there, and if you did, hope you're holding on. So, or you sold it off obviously as well. So that is where it is at the all-time high. So what I'm actually waiting for, or what you guys should be waiting for, is that massive breakout from this massive resistance. You can see there's a 100% gain from that 30 cent to around that 67-cent level is where the ideal target is. That you can see here is massive clean candles to the left, and obviously it has that correction to be formed as well. But you can see here that resistance was formed, and it hasn't ever been topped off ever since. So there's only been a couple of hours. You can see here every candle is only 4 hours represented. So this was literally a couple of days ago. So that support was formed, and you can see here it does seem to be creating that resistance here as well. So it does look like it's going to be creating another level of support here. If it does, it'll be great. It will be formed a double top pattern, double bottom pattern over here as well. So if it does, that'd be great. And obviously it has more of a confirmation to fill this gap here. So from that 20 cent to that 30 cent, or if it does break the support, I do see a further downside here as well. So it is support around the 16-cent level that has been broken. So say for example today or tomorrow, I do see a further drop to around here. If it doesn't good, it'll be good to see some level of support being formed here before going back up, breaking this level of resistances around that 23-cent level before filling this gap here as well. And if it does, great. Hopefully we can see this gap being filled here as well. And if it does, you can see further upside towards, you know, that $1 mark, you know, $2 and so on. So that is where I see going as well. So that's what I see. If this level obviously here, this resistance around this 67 all-time high level is broken, it will be great. I definitely see an upside towards that 75 cent, 80 cent, you know, towards that dollar cent as well. So that is what I see, but it needs to break these levels over here. That is what I'm saying. Obviously, as I did already mention, guys, if this support is broken, I see a further downside to around, you know, that 5 cent mark, 10 cent mark. Hopefully it doesn't do that, but obviously that's what is going to happen. But obviously with this recent news I did already mention, I do see a further upside. So that is what I think as well. Jumping onto that hourly time frame, I did already mark out the zones again. So that resistance again around that 30 cent region, that resistance around that 23 cent level, and that support over here. You can see that support over here around that 16 cent level has been broken, and does look like it's broken cleanly. So I do see a further drop to around here, around that, you know, the 13 cent, 15 cent level, before hopefully creating a triple bottom pattern. You can see here, over here, 1, 2, and hopefully that triple bottom pattern before a further upside. So that is what I see as well. I haven't actually drawn out the Fibonacci this time, but if it did, it does look like it has been rejecting that 78.6 level around here. So it does look like rejected here. So it might be rejecting another level here. So hopefully it does create a level of support and go up. But as I said already, guys, if it does break this 15 cent level here, this strong support here, I do see a further downside to that 5 cent mark. But I don't see that happening, especially with you know, that sort of price pool with KuCoin and so on. So I don't see that happening. But I just want to give you guys a bit of an indication of, you know, upside and downside targets as well. So that is what I think. So again, if this resistance here is broken, there's that clean range over here from that 23 cent to that 30 cent, and hopefully what it does here is exactly what you see here, create a level of support here before filling this gap from that 30 cent to around that 60 cent level. So that's what I pretty much think in terms of the, you know, short-term, fairly short-term targets, I guess. So that is what I'm going to be leaving you guys on. Let me know what you guys think as well. Make sure you smash the like button, subscribe, and turn on bell notification for all future videos. And with that being said, I'll catch you guys in the next video.